Peace, everyone. Welcome. Welcome to Moorish Monday with Abdullah Mosi Bey. I will be presenting tonight. Thank y'all for supporting the Moorish Monday platform. I want to thank Brother Hank again for offering Moorish Monday platform to me. I've been on this platform since this first Monday in December of 2023. And been going strong ever since. To get my books, go to mooresandmasonry.org for Moors and Masonry Part 1, for Moors and Masonry Part 2, how Venus and Moon, etymology vocabulary. Etymology vocabulary is something that you want. You'll see throughout the broadcast of Gloucester Stream, mooresandmasonry.org. Also, the Moroccan Post School of Government and International Law have free courses on the Moroccan Post Media YouTube page, the Moroccan Post Media YouTube page. I have a wonderful, thought-provoking topic for you tonight. Tonight's topic, etymology and semantics, true and original meanings, and how new meanings are developed. That's etymology and semantics, true and original meanings, and how new meanings are developed. A month ago, I did an etymology lesson on this broadcast. You can go, it's up there and recorded. It's titled, Do Original Meanings Matter Today? Do Original Meanings Matter Today? And I went over the word slave. Because of European social engineering, indoctrination, the connotation, the flooding of connotated meanings of words in the social fabric of society. Millions of people, only know the constructive meaning of the word slave, that to mean someone who's captured. And so Moors classified as Negro, colored, Black, and African Americans has been classified as descendants of slaves. And that is a false, erroneous classification, as the word slave has nothing to do with captured, captivity. It is a ancestry, pedigree, a national origin, a nationality of a people of Eastern Europe, having nothing to do with captivity. The Russians put the Slavic people in captivity, and that became so that their nationality, their national name, took on the new meaning of captured. So we're not descendants of slaves. We're not Slavic. We're not Slavic people. We're not descendants of the Slavic people. We're descendants of the Moors. We're Moors. We're not Slavics. So I addressed that, and then what I did was we looked at the meaning of established meaning, and looking at the meaning of established meaning, the most people would say that the etymology of a word is not the established meaning, based on the meaning of established meaning. Well, the etymology of the word is an established meaning. You say, well, Abdul, it's not well known. The etymology of slave is not well known. It's not all that meaning is not already in use. Well, yes, it is. It's not generally accepted. It's not accepted and used by many people. It haven't been in existence for a long time, therefore not recognized by the generally accepted public. It's not widely accepted. And then it didn't exist for a long period of time. It's not permanently accepted. It's not settled or installed relatively permanent in a place. It's not followed by many people. It's not officially recognized. It's not accepted and recognized or followed by many people. So that can be challenged. That can be challenged. So the basis of a meaning being generally recognized and accepted would be the general people who are living today. They have what you have a term called common understanding. And it will be said that the etymology of a word for the word slave is not the common understanding. Which means if you were to poll 1,000 people in a particular area, people, the general public, those 1,000 people, those 1,000 people will view their knowledge of the word slave as someone captive and refer that to Black people or, African Americans or colored people. So, but that test is erroneous, though. That can be challenged, though. I mean, the common understanding can be challenged. The etymologies, the history, origin, and true meaning of words. It is well settled. It is recognized. Where's evidence that it's recognized, Abdullah? Go to your dictionary that you have at your house. Go to the dictionary that you have at the schools and open it up. What will you see? The etymological brackets. How did it get in there? How did the etymological brackets get into that dictionary? That means it's recognized then. It's recognized by linguists. It's recognized by lexicographers. It's recognized. So you have the etymological meanings that's placed in the etymological brackets, and you have your entry-level meanings that are numbered 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, etc. So let's put some solid down. Let's put some finding of facts. My claim is that it is recognized, that the etymology of the word is recognized. You have etymological dictionaries. You also have cases relative to the etymology of words. You have there's an article called "The Original Meaning of the Commerce Clause" by Randy Barnett, where there was a case where the Johnson Dictionary was used to show that the word agriculture is not in the purview of commerce, and they used the Johnson Dictionary. The Johnson Dictionary was put together back in 1700s. So that's for people who don't know. So this is why I bring the finding of facts. I bring the evidence. So I'm not just making claims. The etymological brackets is a strong reference. So I just wanted to to go to that when you get a chance. Once again, the lesson is titled "Do Original Meanings Matter to That?" That was done about a month ago, and it's on this platform, the Magnus Pyramid Crystal YouTube page. So go to where it reads lives, because it was done live, and then you'll see it. Scroll down. Do Original Meanings Matter Today? That's the title, and it was done about 4 to 5 weeks ago, 4 or 5 Mondays ago. All right, so we're going to delve in today, right, with the topic once again: etymology, semantics, etymology and semantics, true and original meanings, and how meanings develop, how new meanings develop are developed, how new meanings are developed. Etymology, etym, which means origin, history, true, and real. Ology, the study of, word, theory. Semantics deals with, it's the science of how words acquire new meanings, how new meanings are developed. So you have where semanticists focuses on methodologies of word development, new words, how words are developed, new meanings, rather. Words develop, where an etymologist focus is the original meaning, tracing words back to their origin, how words are reconstructed over the period of time, words, cognates, the family of words. Words are like you, so you have the word father. The father is a modern English form. Pater is the Latin. So the etymologist deals with, shows the methodology of reconstruction of how the word pater entered into modern English, and the form has been reconstructed. So when you have a system of sound changes, also symptoms of form, change in form. So you have pater, Pater. You have the dentalization, labelization, platalization, guttalization, voice, non-voice, fricative. So the P and Latin transliterates. So we're looking at transliteration or reconstruction. So the P and Latin transliterates to the F in modern English. So there's a shift from Latin to Germanic. So looking at the family of languages too. So this is dealing with an etymologist, understanding the family of languages. So you have the Latin-based languages and you have the Germanic languages. Modern English is a Germanic language. So the P in Latin transliterates to the F in English. So you have your T in pater transliterates to the TH in father in modern English, father. So you're looking at that's the reconstruction. The P to F and the TH to the T to TH. So you have father and pater are in the same family. Pater being Latin, father being modern English. Vader, Darth Vader. Vader is father. Think the Dutch or Danish is father. So it's the V. So you have your V and F relationship. And the V, so the V and F, so you have the V and the F are labials. So they're both labials. And so the V is vibrating, the F is non-vibrating. So this is understanding sound shifts, the reconstruction based on the sound. That's the study of an etymologist. An etymologist would have that study background. Now we're going to get into the study of a semanticist, dealing with development of new meanings. And so there's a system that where new meanings have been placed in. They're categorized. So we're gonna look at here called semantic changes. So before I give you the three major classifications by which words acquire new meanings or the development of new meanings, I'm gonna give you let's look at two words, the definition of two words: evolve and devolve. So we're gonna put on our critical thinking fez and turbans. Let's put on our critical thinking fezes and turbans. Evolve. Evolve. E-V-O-L-E. E-V-O-V-E rather. E-V-O-L-V-E. Evolve. Develop gradually. Develop gradually. Devolve. To gradually go from an advanced state to a less advanced state. Deteriorate, degenerate, fall apart, generally end up worse. So let's look at this definition of semantic change from Science Direct. From Science Direct, semantic change refers to the process by which the meaning of words or concepts evolves over time, either in relation to external factors or within the internal linguistic system. It involves shifts in the senses associated with a word or the recruitment of a new word or new words to express a particular concept. So I'll read a part of it again. Semantic shifts refers to the process by which the meaning of words or concept evolves over time. Evolves over time. Just put our thinking cap on. So that was would associating the word slave with to captivity, a person in captivity, is that an evolving of meaning? Has that meaning? Is that would you classify that as a evolution or evolving of the meaning coming from that which is a nationality, national origin of people? Is that evolving? Or would it be devolving? Let's look at devolving again. To gradually go from an advanced state to a less advanced state. Deteriorate, generally deteriorate, degenerate, fall apart, gradually end up worse. So it's critical thinking involved here. We don't just take what we read at face value and just jump on it. We're analyzing it, loosening it up, breaking it down to its component parts. So going from the mother meaning, where this meaning's placed in a cultural setting of a people living and how they interact and in exchange 1,000 years ago, 10,000 years ago, 400 or 500 years ago. And so now there are new meanings are developed. So you look in the dictionary and you see the various entries, one that are numbered. Entry 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Some would have 7 entries. Some words have 10 entries. Some would have 15. Some would have 20. You say, man, It's a lot of meanings, man. Dad, this word has a lot of meanings. And of course, you're not thinking like I'm thinking of how these various meanings come about through the different time periods, during different periods of time. And so you would look at, oh man, words evolve over time. Meanings evolve. They get better. They're improved upon. They develop gradually. Wow. We're advanced today. So that's, you know, so that's that is the mindset of the people when it relates dealing with words. New meanings represent an evolution. New meanings represent an evolution in thought and concepts. Yeah, it stays right here, Abdullah. See, look, Abdullah, you don't know what you see. It says semantic change. See, semantic change. We see right here in the Science Direct, Abdullah, dummy Abdullah. See, it says Science Direct. Semantic change refers to the process by which the meaning of words or concept evolves over time, either in relation to external factors or within the external linguistic system. It involves shifts and senses associated with a word, or the recruitment of new words to express a particular concept. See, Abdullah, right here in the Science Direct. See, evolve means that there is an improvement, a development of concepts. It's a development of concepts, Abdullah, from 10,000 years ago, or 5,000 years ago, or 3,000 years ago, or 400 years ago. Back in, those times, they didn't know nothing. Another word that I'm going to add to the list, the word primitive. I have my list here, and I just thought about the word primitive. So the word primitive. See, they're primitive. See, back in the day, the native people of the land, they were savages, they were primitive. So today we are advanced. Well, the word primitive means first. Prime numbers, primal, the M and N, the word princess, are in the same family as primal, primitive. The M and N are liquids and transliterate. Means first. Prince, firstborn male. Princess, firstborn female. First. So primitive were being associated with Aboriginal, the original people of the land. So original people. So you have primitive, original people, Aboriginal, autochthonous, indigenous. They're all relative to the word primitive. First people, First Nation people, primitive. The primitives. Oh, you thought that primitive meant unsophisticated. You thought the word primitive meant savagery. What would that be called? So let me go right into the lesson now, the main lesson. There are three classifications in which words acquire new meaning: generalization, specification, and transfer of meaning. I'm giving them to you again. Three classifications in which words acquire new meaning: generalization, specification, and transfer of meaning. Take notes, my brothers and sisters. So now, let's look at the classification of generalization. Another word for generalization is broadening, and also extension. So we have broadening and extension. You have for specification, other words would be restriction, limitation, narrowing. Restriction, limitation, narrowing for specification. And we have transfer meaning. So when you're looking at a generalization, you're looking at a meaning where it goes from a specified sense. The original meaning is a specific reference or meaning to a generalized meaning or generalized sense. Hence, specialization, broadening, or extension. So it's the meaning's being extended or generalized or broadening. So let's give you some examples. One example of generalization is the word consider. The word consider, the root word sider, from the Latin means star. C-O-N with star. So the word that is the specialized, specific meaning, referring to observing the stars carefully. By removing the reference point, the pointer, the indicator of star is the reference point, the indicator, the pointer. The word is extended. The meaning now becomes extended or broaden. To refer mean observe, ponder, think. Where it is etymological meaning is specific. Think about the stars, observe the stars, ponder on the stars. So that is an example of generalization, where the etymology, the true meaning, is a specific meaning or sense, moving from the specific sense to a generalized or generic or general sense that is extended or broadened. We have another example, decimate. Decimate, the root word, decim, means 10, as in word December, decade, 10 years, a 10-year period. A decade is a 10-year period. But I thought the word decimate means to wipe everything out. that is once again the specified sense of a tenth to wipe everything out. That is a broadening or extension or generalization. It means to wipe out a tenth, not to wipe everything out. That is the broadened or generalized or extensive sense. We have desire, to wish upon the stars, to hope, and that happening occurs based on the stars. Desire. They're from the French. So SCISIRE, the French for star. So now this to wish upon the star went from a hoping, I desired for good things to happen. So the reference to star is removed. We have the word fellow. The word fellow, fee layer. Fee layer. Fee cattle. The word fee means cattle. So fellow is a blending of two words, fee and lay. Fee and lay. So this is the etymological meaning. Fee layer means that you are business partners. You're laying down, because cattle was referred to as as wealth in the agricultural society. So you would lay your wealth down, and I would lay mine down. We're business partners. We come into a joint venture. So it went down from that specified sense to buddy, chummy, chum, or he's a good fellow, my good fellow, my fellow man, to a generalized or extensive sense or broadening sense. We have the word ministration. The word ministration would be, they refer to as a woman's period or period of time or monthly. Well, the etymology of mince means moon. So a time period is there, it's still there. All right. Monthly. So there's still the administration of my monthly, but the specific indication of time referring to the moon is not there in the people's mind. The moon. So the reference to moon, 28 days. The moon revolves around the earth The moon revolves around the earth. The moon revolves around the earth in a 28-day period. So we're looking at the word mensis, where the reference to time is there, that refers to as monthly, but the reference to a particular time relating to the moon is not associated with menstruation. So that the knowledge of the moon cycle is lost. The knowledge of the women's menstrual period being governed by moon cycles is lost. The word month means moon. So a period of time is associated with the word month, but not the period of time was associated with the moon, though. The knowledge of moon is lost. The knowledge of the period of time of the moon, where that was a strong and heavy and proliferated knowledge base of governing society by moon calendar, planting by the moon, activities by the moon, that's lost. It's just month. Month, period of 30 days, yeah, month, look at the calendar, 30 days or 31 days, that's therefore that's a more of a broadening sense, meaning that's where the specified sense is associated with moon, the moon cycle, that knowledge is lost. The word lady would fall as another example of generalization. The etymology of lady, halafidig in Old English, bread kneader, Kneader, kneading the bread, bread kneader. Bread kneader. This is a woman of low rank. It's a bread kneader. So this now refers to what? Every woman. Hey lady. Hey lady. Hey lady. Oh, she's a bread kneader? Huh? You said lady though. She's a bread kneader? That's her occupation? Oh, so she needs bread for 8 hours a day? Oh, she's just getting off work. You said you called her lady though. She was kneading bread all day long. Huh? So that's, once again, a specified sense of an occupation, woman of low rank, bread kneader, to now referring to all women. So that's a generalization. So let's look at restriction or specification or narrowing. So those who are just joining me, today's topic is etymology, semantics, true and original meanings, and how new meanings are developed. So we're on looking at the three classifications in which words acquire new meaning. Now we're looking at specification, or another word for specification would be restriction and narrowing. The word meat, M-E-A-T, the etymology, the generic food. Grapes, meat. Apricot, meat. Lettuce, meat. Look at Deuteronomy. Deuteronomy, every fruit-bearing tree should be the meat. Leviticus, where your dietary laws are, in Deuteronomy, Leviticus, every fruit-bearing tree shall be meat. So now I went to a a specified from its generalized generic sense to a specified sense of flesh. So you go into the supermarket, you have your meat section. Yeah, where's the meat section at? And they associate meat with what? Flesh. How they in Leviticus and Deuteronomy, where every fruit-bearing tree shall be your meat. Now, flesh, the word meat is only associated with flesh. Cattle, or, chicken, turkey. That mean just follow me. Put your turbans and fezzes on. Kimars, turbans, fezzes, your miters. All right, continue right along. Hound ain't nothing but a hound dog. All right, hound used in the generic sense of dog. Dog. Now this current sense is that of a specific breed of dog. Hound. Another example of specification, generalization, or restriction or narrowing. The word deer. D-E-E-R. D-E-E-R. Referring to animal in the generic sense, animal. Is now its current meaning a specific breed of animal or class of animal. And I found more examples on the generalization, and as I can find more for specification, I'll send them your way. Now we're looking at transfer meaning. Let me explain transfer meaning concept. We have specification and we have generalization. Transfer meaning where there is no indication of its moving from a generalized sense or a specified sense. It's neither specified or generalized. It's neither expanded or extended or broadening or restricted. The word slave falls under the category of transfer of meaning. The word captivity has nothing to do with, that's neither a generalized or specified sense of the word slave, captivity, captured person. That's a pedigree, national origin, descent, nationality of people of Eastern Europe, having nothing to do with captivity. The Russians captured them. The Russians held the Slav people in captivity. So the act of the Russians holding the Slavic people in captivity became the connotative meaning, the act. Their condition of being captured, their condition of being held in captivity. That took on their nationality, took on that meaning. All right, slave. The word nice. The word nice, that's a blending of two words. Ni, that's the Latin, N-E, with the macron, that's the straight line above the E, that's called a macron. It's a macron. That's a diacritical mark. They're known as diacritical mark. That's a diacritical mark, macron, M-A-C-R-O-N, macron. And you have Sierra, No, not no. So nice. So it's the current sense of pleasant, kind. It's neither extension, or specific or generalized sense, nor a specified or narrowing sense. Nice, stupid, ignorant, not knowing. Nice. Disaster. From the Greek, the root word aster means star in Greek. Dis is the prefix which means away from the stars. So catastrophe occurs when stars are not in alignment. You can forecast based on what? Doing a consideration, observing the stars carefully and understanding the knowledge and the recording of star patterns and star alignments and particular weather patterns and catastrophes that occur based on recorded knowledge of star patterns and star alignment. You have a recorded of 1,000 years or 500 years record of star alignments and catastrophes and earthquakes and seasonal changes. Disaster. Sin. Sin is the Sumerian name for the moon. Sin is the Sumerian name for the moon. How did it come to mean refer to bad deeds? Knocking someone over the head. You committed a sin. You knocked somebody out. You sinner. You stole for somebody. You're a sinner. Huh? How did a word that means a word that people were saying thousands of years ago? Yeah, sin. Yeah, sin. Go outside. You point to the moon. Sin. You're crazy. Huh? Why is he pointing to the moon and saying sin? Yeah, Sumerian, sin. Sin. Now, why are you pointing? Hold on. Man, something wrong with this guy. He's pointing to the moon and saying sin. Something wrong with him. And why is he pointing to the moon and saying sin? Why? I'm trying to understand. Yo, man, call 911, man. Somebody outside, cutting up. He pointing to the moon and saying sin. You see? See how off we are? They'll call 911 and get the guy in a straitjacket. See how off we are? That's the Sumerian name for the moon. So what is the motive of referring to the word sin as a bad deed? How can a word referring to the moon, which is modern English, take on such a meaning of a bad deed? Well, the moon revolves around the earth 28 days. It governs the menstrual cycle. Word menstruous once again means moon. 28 days menstrual cycle. So that's an attack on women. This is you're talking about a deep knowledge of the moon and the moon calendar, governing societies by the moon, understanding the biorhythmic of women and being in harmony with that of the cycles of the moon. That's an attack. The word sin. So I wanted to give this lesson today. I thought it would be fitting. I had posted something on my Facebook page, Abdullah Bey. I actually shared the link, Science Direct. Go to it. Go to my Facebook page, and I tagged about 100 people, and you'll actually get a good lesson on semantics, semantic shifts, changes. But I wanted to give this lesson, and I trust that this would be very helpful, in understanding what I posted today. So I'm going to get two more here: amelioration and pejoration. Before I close out, amelioration, amelioration, amelioration. But pejoration, pejoration. So you have amelioration, meaning becomes positive. Pejoration, meaning becomes negative. Example of amelioration: nice and lady. So lady being a woman of low rank, bread eater. So it's what is going through. It's called an amelioration on elevation and status. First lady. So it's been an elevation of status of the word. That's known as an amelioration. A pejorative. So let's look at the word nice. Stupid, not knowing, ignorant, to mean pleasant. So once again, meaning becoming positive. Pejoration, meaning becoming negative. Silly. I'm happy. I'm silly today. I'm happy. You know what I mean? Silly today. I'm happy. So now that's a pejorative. There's current meaning: foolish, silly, foolish. But I'm happy using silly in this etymological sense. I'm silly. All right. So I wanted to offer those to you. All right. This is today's short lesson, and but very effective. So I want to. If there's not any questions, Hank, you want to fill questions? If not, we can end. So I want to thank you for joining me this evening. To get my books, you see across the screen, go to mooresandmasonry.org, and also the Moroccan Post School of Government International Law offers free recorded classes or lessons and courses on the Moroccan Post Media YouTube page. That's the Moroccan Post Media YouTube page. I want to thank you again until next Monday. I want to thank Brother Hank once again for offering this platform. This is Moorish Monday with Abdullah Il Talib Mosi Bey on Magnet Pyramid Crystal's YouTube page. Thank you for joining me. Peace.